Hello everybody and welcome back to Miranda Detailing, where we make satisfying detailing videos. I am super excited about this video because I'm going to be showing you an awesome kit that we use for paint correction. In fact, this was the kit that started it all. Alright guys, so what am I talking about? This is the Meguiar's Microfiber Correction Kit. This kit I purchased 8+ years ago. This is what got me started onto paint correction. This kit is very simple, it's very affordable, it's only $100 for the whole kit, and I'm going to show you what it includes. Guys, if you're getting into paint correction and you don't know what to get, this is the simple solution. This has the compound, the polish, the pads, the backing plate, and even a cool apron. So we're going to show you how to correct black finicky paint. I have my 2011 Ford Toyota Avalon, and we're going to demonstrate how you can use this kit to get incredible results. And if you love these results, then get the kit and start doing it for yourself. So guys, you can purchase all of this stuff at carguysupplies.com. You can purchase the kit itself, or you can purchase the individual products. I'll have all the links down below, so go check them out. So let's show you what the kit includes. So here's the kit, guys. It's very simple, very basic, but to start paint corrections, this stuff is all you need. Keep it simple. This is the D300 correction compound. This is what you will use to correct the paint. Very easy to use. It's an amazing product. I've been using it for 8+ years. It's what got me started on correcting paint. Then you have your D301 finishing wax. Again, one of my favorite products. It's a polish, it's a wax, it's an all-in-one. You can even use it as just a regular wax because it's so sun-friendly. And for you mobile detailers, you will love this stuff. Yeah. Now it also comes with your pads. Now when these first came out, I was blown away. That kind of looked like an Oreo, didn't it? I was blown away by what these pads can do. So these are the cutting pads. You can tell because it has the maroon foam interfacing. These cut so well. They are known across the world as some of the best cutting pads. And then you also have your black finishing pad, so a little bit thicker, has the softer black foam interfacing in between, and this is what you use for your finishing. It also comes with a nice little apron, which I'll show you how to put on later. And very important, it comes with the backing plate. Now this is a really nice high quality backing plate from Meguiar's. The quality on this is amazing. Nice, firm, and yet squishy enough to get some really good cutting. It's a nice low profile as well, and it's a 5-inch backing plate. This kit is a 5.5-inch kit. I don't like the 6-inch kit because I don't think it performs as well as the 5.5-inch discs and pads. That's just my opinion. I like the smaller backing plates and pads on a polisher because I feel that they rotate and oscillate a lot better than a larger pad. You begin to lose the rotating effect with larger pads and larger backing plates. That's just what I found. That's just my opinion. Now the great thing about these two products and these two different types of pads is you can use different combinations. You can use the correction compound with the finishing disc, or you can use the finishing wax with the cutting discs. It all depends on the type of paint. Sometimes you just have to play around with it and find the right combo. But generally, I will start with the cutting discs and D300 because that's what it's designed to do. So let's switch out the backing plate. Very easy to do, and I'm just using my old trusty Porter cable. So if you guys are just starting out, this will fit on any standard polisher like this. It usually comes with a 6-inch backing plate. Chuck that or remove it. You don't have to throw it away. You can use it for other stuff, but I will remove the plates. And just so you know, this is a 5-inch backing plate. I'm just going to be installing this new one here so that I can use the new pad system. I will install fresh pad and center it as best as you can so that you get good rotation like that. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if it's like that and not wobbling all over the place, that's perfect. Now when you first start to use this, you will notice that a few of these little fibers will fluff away and come out. Don't worry, it's not a big deal. So here's what we're working on. I have my 2011 black Avalon here. So as you can see, it is really swirled, really hazy. It just looks horrible. So we're going to clean that up. I'm going to compound it first, then use the finishing wax and show you the results. And we'll do a 50-50 here, we'll tape a line, and we'll show you what this kit can do. Now, of course, you want to prep the panel before you do anything. Wash the vehicle per normal, decon, clay bar, do all of that before you start your paint correction service. Now also a good idea before you do any paint correction, you're going to want to strip the panel of any wax, sealant, anything that might be on there. You can just pick up something simple like this, or you can make your own IPA wipe down, spray it, wipe it down, and this will ensure that you have removed all of the prior sealants or waxes or anything like that. And in your wash process, you want to use some strong soaps and cleaners that will break down the waxes and sealants even more so if you have any on there. And this will go just the extra step to strip the panel and make sure that you're starting on a clean base. So everything is cleaned, prepped, ready to go. So let's get started. So you're going to shake up your product. Let's make sure I remove this. Oh, I didn't. Look at that. Let's shake it up now. I'm going to just apply enough like that to kind of prime the surface of the pad and the paint. If you want to prime the pad and get it all saturated, that's up to you. I really don't need to do that all the time. If you put enough product like this, you work it into the panel, then you'll be just fine. So I'm going to do this section here. And if you are working with the polisher like this and you don't want it to hit the paint, always throw it over your shoulder. If you want to check out these cord snaps, these detailer cord snaps, it helps keep the cord over your shoulder and out of the way. So I'll have links to those down below. So with this, just spread it over the panel, just enough. Start on a low speed. So start it at around 3 or 4. And then you can bump it up.
Remember to use slow arm movement. Don't move the machine too fast across the paint or you will lose its ability to cut. Slower arm movement and just a little bit of downward pressure is all you need.
Now there's some controversy as to should you stop with the speed on 5 or 6, or should you bump it down and go over it a few more times? That's up to you. The paint may act differently according to your situation. I've done that before on certain paints and sometimes it finishes nice, sometimes it doesn't. You be the judge as to if you want to do that. In this case, I'm not going to need to do that right now. I'm simply going to wipe the compound off, check it, see where we're at, and see if I need to do another application or another round of compounding. All right. Now guys, this is the results that you want to see. So here is uncompounded, unpolished. Now as we go into here, you're going to see it's very, very hazy, but that's okay. You notice that the swirls and the defects are gone, but the pad and the compound will instill its own damage, if you will. So let's see with the light. You can see that's called DA haze. It's not really holograms or buffer trails like a rotary polisher, but it definitely instills its own type of damage into the paint. It's very aggressive. But again, that's what you want. You are leveling all of this stuff here and leveling it down. You can already tell by the lights that it's not picking up those defects because the surface is already starting to change. Now, if we zoom in on it, you will see that DA haze. So that is a very aggressive cut. It left a lot of its own marks behind. So we're going to finish that down with the finishing wax and see what result we can get. So we're going to switch out our pad. We're going to put the finishing pad on here. You'll notice that it's a lot softer, it's a lot thicker, and I'll just put that amount on there and we'll go over the surface again and see what results we can get. This product is very, very easy to work with. Really, really nice. Now the surface looks nice and crisp and clean. So from heavy swirls and defects to a nice, crisp finish. So that's the results that this kit can get you. So those are the results that you can get just from this kit alone using the 2 products the two pads, and you can really see how that makes a huge difference in the panel. So if you're just starting out, this kit is the way to go. It is very simple and straightforward. You can use your ordinary polisher, a Porter cable, or any other polisher of your choice. You can use the Rupes machines for sure. That's what I use, is my Rupes 15, my old trustworthy Mark I, which is still running strong, but you can also use this machine here. Now you can combine these two products with any other pads. It all depends on the paint system that you're working on and what type of results you want to achieve. So for instance, I'm bringing in these pads here from Lake Country because you can also purchase these at carguysupplies.com. Now if you want to go a little bit heavier, this is the wool pad. It has even more cut than the maroon cutting disc here. But remember, it will leave its own damage in the paint, a lot of hazing that you will need to refine. So in that case, you can use these pads here. This is my favorite orange pad from Lake Country. This is perfect for cutting and finishing. It doesn't have as much cut as the purple wool or the microfiber, but it cuts very, very well for a one-step or a single stage, and it also finishes down really well even with that same product. So if you want to use this correction compound with some paint on vehicles, this is all you need and you will get a beautiful finish. Or you can combine it with the finishing wax if it doesn't need a ton of correction and still get amazing results because this finishes down so well. Or if you are having trouble finishing down with this pad because this is lightly cutting a little bit still, then you can switch over to a black finishing pad or a blue finishing pad where you can use your finishing wax with this. And you'll get amazing results if your paint is still a little finicky or a little soft. And if you really want to go crazy with paint correction, then check out the other video that we have where we showcase the Lake Country pads and then Meguiar's M210 and M220, which is their pro level compound and polish. A lot of their technology starts with this right here. These two products are super affordable and they will get you amazing results. Only if these don't cut it, you can bump it up to the next level. So here's what I'm going to do. This paint here was still just a little finicky, a little hazy. So I'm going to put the black pad on and I'm going to use the finishing wax and just finish out this panel just a little bit more. Now that made a huge difference. It needed a little bit more finessing, a little bit more finishing. Now it looks much better. So you can see there's just a little bit of lens flare from the camera. So that's not defects in the paint. That's actually just showing reflections of the light in the camera lens. But as you can see, very crisp, very nice. So from heavy defects like this to a nice, crisp finish. So guys, remember, with different paints, you're going to have to kind of build your own custom combo so that you get the best results. But starting with this combination first, with this kit, it helps simplify things a lot more. Both products are so easy to work with. You can even work on these in the full sunlight. Check out this video 8 years ago that we did on a Maserati out in the full sun. We did a full paint correction. It was our first paint correction ever using this kit. So one more thing I forgot was to put on the apron. Yeah, so let's do that now. All right, well, it's a nice quality apron. The only thing I have that I would suggest to Meguiar's is you should probably opt for a microfiber one. I mean, this is okay. It is a nice soft cotton. However, I would just feel a little bit more comfortable if it had a microfiber apron. But you don't have to use the apron if you don't want to. It just comes with the kit. But it is nice. It has the two pockets here if you want to put polishes and it's a little overkill. There we go. That's a little bit better. You can put your towels or your light or whatever you want in the pockets here. It is a nice apron, all fully adjustable, has the nice logo here. I might even put my own logo right below it. But it's a nice quality apron, and when you're doing paint corrections, you want to have an apron anyway because you will be leaning over panels if you're going to be correcting the hood. You want to protect the paint from perhaps belt buckles or zippers or anything that might be on your pants or a jacket or anything like that. So just be wary of that. Get a good quality apron. You can use this one or you can get other ones. Just make sure that it's a good quality apron. It's nice and soft, designed for detailing. That way you don't mess up the finish of your vehicle or your customer's vehicle, which would be really bad. So guys, that's all for today. So guys, if you're enjoying content like this, and I hope you are, then consider subscribing and clicking that bell. That way you get notifications each time our videos drop each week and you don't miss stuff. So thank you for watching. Have a safe week. We'll see you next time. Take care.